Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Don't make excuses for a bad relationship. Don't make excuses. Now, I've talked about don't make excuses this week for a beautiful woman moving on from a cheater and everything. I'm gonna tell you something. I remember a couple weeks ago I said if a woman is disrespectful to you, move on. Now, I had quite a few gentlemen who commented and said, well, what about if we got kids? You still move on. You know what you do with the kids? Joint custody. Joint custody. In fact, I would say that if you're about to get divorced, joint custody. If you don't want to pay like a lot in child support or something, say just start out by saying joint custody. Joint custody, because hey, look, I've gone through divorce myself. We got unlimited visitation, unlimited, okay? And I'm actually in a good relationship with my co-parent. But for somebody who might not be, joint custody. I'm gonna tell you what, a bad relationship is something for a child to see. Because all you doing is, if you putting up with a bad relationship, if you got boys or even girls, that's what you're going to put up with as soon as you get in a relationship. You don't want to do that, do you? You don't want to put up with it. Don't make excuses. That's the biggest excuse. Other excuses could be, well, we got all this money together. It's still a bad relationship. It's still something. Or, I don't know, it could be 1,000 other excuses. Oh, she's beautiful or whatever. Don't make excuses. It's a bad relationship. Period. Period. You don't want to do that. Look, I'm going to tell you something now. When you are out here, remember, for every bad relationship, there can be a good relationship. Because she's beautiful, okay, so what? So what? You can get another beautiful woman. Because you have some children with her. As long as you got visitation, boom. You fight for visitation, you fight for the rights to those children. Shoot, even in some cases, you fight for full custody. Yeah, don't believe what a lot of people say. Oh, the women are just get it. Like I said, I went through divorce myself. It's not automatic with the women. It's not automatic at all. And fight for it. Fight for them. Because first of all, if the children do see it, like I said earlier, you don't want to see them because then they'll think this is normal. And then you got to deal with them coming to you saying they're in a bad relationship. And you wondering why? Because they saw you in one. They saw it. The worst thing is when children see something. So don't use that. Don't use any excuse. Oh, she's fine. She got a big buttock. She got big chesses. So what? So what? Because what we have out here is plenty of people who make bad choices. They make excuses. They know they in a bad relationship. They know this. Plenty of men know this woman is cheating. They know this woman is treating them terrible. They know this woman is manipulating them emotionally on a consistent basis. But they come up with some reason to stay with her. Don't make excuses. I'm tired of that. It's like, look, your first relationship is with yourself. Your first relationship. And that's not being selfish or anything. You gotta look out for yourself before you look out for anyone else. So when you see some bad stuff happening, you address it first. But if you see it's bad, if you know it's bad, if you know that it's hurting you, because I'm gonna tell you what, there's been men who've killed themselves over relationships. Let me say that again. They have killed themselves over relationships. How's that relationship good for them? You know, they've killed themselves. You got some guys, they in the process of killing themselves, maybe using drugs, alcohol, whatever. They killing themselves. How's that good for them? You know, or they dying every day emotionally. How is that good for them? You know, a relationship should be, you should be being uplifted. It should be taking you to a higher level. Remember, relationships are about evolution. Evolution. Are you evolving? Or are you just going through this bad thing for whatever reason? Staying with her because of just because of the kids. Or staying with her just because she's fine. Please. Please. That relationship is either good for you or it's bad for you. If it's good for you, okay. Okay. And don't make any excuses like, oh, well, you know, I'm learning something with this. No, it's bad. If you learning something with it, yeah, y'all might have some disagreements. That's not bad if you have a disagreement every now and then. Every now and then. But if it's every day it's something, there's nothing good about that. Why are you staying in it? Seriously. And don't make any excuses for it, you know? And let's be real, the excuse is usually because she's fine or, you know, you got some kids. Like I said, for the kids, for the third time, for the kids, you don't need them to see that. You let them know, because then they're going to be in relationships when they get older and they'll know not to put up with any bad stuff. When you get a lot of these children, they become adults and they put up with some bad relationships because they seen one of their parents put up with it. That's some bull. And because she's fine, if you, like I said, if you can get one fine woman, you can get several fine women. You gotta like move on from that. So you gotta say that. Shoot, nah, ain't no excuses, it's bad. If you're not growing as a human being, it is bad. You're not becoming a better person, it is bad. You know? And don't make any excuses for it. You see it's bad, move on. And, you know, very few people are going to have children in there. Very few people. But I'm going to tell you what, there's plenty of people who have children, they just move on. So don't use that as an excuse. You got to move on. You're not obligated to stay with somebody. Make sure you can see the children. Make sure you can see the children and stuff. All right? So, and then if she's fine or she's beautiful or I don't care, whatever. I don't care if the sex is the bomb. Hey, you can move on. Because what has happened on another level is so terrible, it's not worth it. It's not worth how beautiful she is, how bomb the sex is. You got to move on, all right? You got to move on. So I want y'all to think about that. Don't make excuses. If you see it's a bad relationship, move on, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings. Well, for now, yeah. I keep saying that knowing I'm going to do a car video. Anyway, peace and blessings, y'all.